And
I've been here 30 years. I moved here from Western New York. I used to come out here hunting, and I loved the Colorado, so moved out here 30 years ago, started an excavating company. It's been pretty successful. And then I met Lorna 14 years ago. She moved here from Washington State, and about a year after I met her, we got married. So, and we've been living in our log house for 3.5 years. Well, I've always liked them. I've known a couple people that had them in the past, and I've always admired the log homes, and it just seems like a homier, warmer home. I don't know, there's something about it, and everybody that's stayed there or agrees. We have a lot of company come in from out of town, and everybody just, they call it home. They call it their home in Colorado because everybody loves it. I wanted an authentic type log home. I wanted it to be like log homes were originally built. On our home, there's no exposed concrete. Every piece of concrete is covered with rock. So in other words, it looks like the way they used to build in the old days with rock foundations, real round logs, chinking, just the way it was. When you start sawing them and making parts of them flat and everything, to me, that's like a manufactured log home. It's just not a real true log home to me.
Right.
It's more like a timber home. It's too much manufacturing involved. I like the realistic look of the log home. Well, first off was location. I'm only 4 miles down the road. I did look around. I looked all over the Northwest. Lorna's from Washington State. I looked all over up there and all across the Northwest and looked at a lot of builders. There are several reasons. One, you use dry wood in Colorado, and our climate is so dry that everything I've experienced from coming in from either the east or the north, where the climates are damper, tend to check more, split more, shrink. You have a lot of moving problems. All the other manufacturers I looked at from the Northwest, and that they put a bunch of jacks in the homes so that you have to keep supporting the timbers and adjusting them and everything else. And with these log homes, you build it, and what you got it, you got it. I mean, there's no monkeying around. It's all the wood's dry. There's no settling. It's just a good way to go. Also, with location, they were close. If I needed something, they were just down the road, and that was an obvious. And if I'd done it out of the Northwest, if I needed something or a different log or something cut or something changed, I would have never got them down here for a simple change. They would have wanted me to hire somebody local. So that, and then when I met the owner of TJ's, Jason Rayburn, I designed this house myself from scratch. There's not another one like it. And there was a few unique things in it that hadn't ever been done before, as far as I know. And I approached him and talked to him, and he told me, he says, if it's made out of logs and it can be made, we can build it. And just his confidence alone pretty much sold me. And then I looked at some of the homes he built. He built 2 for friends of mine, and they can't be beat. It's just, he said everything he said, he did.
So,
and very.
I wanted a big, huge kitchen because I love to cook. And so they built me a beautiful kitchen, and also a big, great room without a TV in it. That was my only thing I wanted, and I got that.
And how did you overcome that one, Roger?
Yeah, she don't like to listen to my football games or NASCAR when she's in there cooking. She likes her Christmas music and all the construction over the years. I'm hard of hearing, so my TV's pretty loud.
So what did you do?
So I built my own room. I built a man room above the garage. Put 3 televisions up there. I can watch all I want and as loud as I want.
Nice.
Well, pricing, it was quite a bit more reasonable than what I checked on in the Northwest. Very reasonable to work with. We built extra large log homes. They went extra large logs. They were from 16 to 24 inches, so that was a little more than the smaller logs, but we were willing to pay it, and you don't use as many logs. So, and the size of our house is pretty big. It makes it look very uniform, doesn't look out of whack. The other thing I was impressed with is their corners, their notches in the corners. I showed many a carpenter, these guys are building with raw logs, and the notches in the corners, you couldn't slide a piece of paper in them. I mean, they're so perfect and so tight. They also insulate in there, but I was just so impressed with it. And the house, I think, catty corners like 100 feet from corner to corner and corner to corner. And they weren't a quarter-inch off, and all those logs are unique. They're all different sizes. I mean, look uniform when you just take a glance, but they're a little bit different in every log. And to me, that gives the house a lot of character. And to be only a quarter-inch difference all the way across that house is just very impressive. Couldn't believe it.